Thanks for the introduction, Sam. In this section, we are going to discuss what it means and what it takes to have a successful financial department for a nonprofit. Also, we will talk about how our financial department will run smoothly with showing how we can be transparent. At the end, we are going to talk about a great local fundraiser that we have in store. My name is Helen Hutchinson, and I am the treasurer for 49ers Guide to Alaska Living. As a treasurer, I am responsible for finding investors, bookkeeping, fundraising, payroll, and maintaining transparency with our money. Currently, we have Home Depot, Lowe's, Big Ray's, and Country Kitchen as our providers for materials for our classes. Financially, I have applied for 2 grants offered through the federal government to help with starting up a nonprofit. Our payroll is non-existent because our mission and vision is to promote and advance Alaska living in the community. 49ers Guide to Alaska Living is based solely on the community. The reason why we aren't taking a salary is because we don't feel the need that money can justify what we're doing, and it can't justify our worth. It is important to help the community and not ourselves. Maintaining transparency was the last point I talked about, and we're going to go into more depth on that because it is so important for nonprofits to maintain transparency. It can also be very hard for nonprofits to do that. But I have a solution for this in 49ers Guide to Alaska Living. Since we have monetary and material inputs and outputs, I thought it would be best to have an input and output spreadsheet of what we used and how we used it. I have created a mock list here of things that we could potentially use and how they are used. In the first one, it is the input and output list. Over here we have materials received. So we have, for example, 30 2x4s from Lowe's, and 23 of them were used in the woodworking class that we offered. We received 3 quarts of oil from Jiffy Lube, and all of it was used in our basic car maintenance class. In this over here, we received salmon, Alaska caught salmon, and the ingredients to make baked teriyaki salmon, and all of it was used at our cooking class. The pans that we received from Country Cookware as a donation are still being used in every cooking class we offer. And the fishing gear we received from Big Ray's are still continued to be used in the classes we offer for beginning and introductory to fishing. At the bottom here we have monetary input and output chart. So on the left here is our bank account if we receive one of the $20,000 grants from the federal government. And over here is the amount per year that initially we're projected to spend and receive. Here are the IRS startup fees that we need to pay every year for our nonprofit. The fundraising dinner, we need to book the Westmark hotel room and have all of the auction items and gifts that we will need. That is included here. Other fundraisers are miscellaneous fundraisers, for example, booths at fairs and other things, so I projected that to be about $3,000 for the year. We need to rent places if they are not already given to us for holding our classes, and having materials in case our classes aren't fully supported by the community. At the bottom here is money raised from the auction is projected to be about $10,000. And we will also have miscellaneous donations throughout the year. This is including the other fundraisers. Speaking of fundraisers, we have a great upcoming fundraiser at the Westmark Hotel held on summer solstice at 7 p.m. There will be a flannel fashion show, a silent and live auction, dinner, and lots of fun. The tickets will be for sale for $50, and to inquire more about those, feel free to email me at 49ersguide-to-alaska-living@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you there. Back to Corlin for the rest of the presentation.